This is a true story from the book Extreme Devotions, published by the Voice of the Martyrs organization. The story speaks to a Christian either who has been martyred, has died from persecution for their faith, or are currently receiving persecution in terms of torture, imprisonment, or other means. Now, I share each of these stories to challenge us. If we were in this situation, would we stand for Christ? Or would we cave and surrender and comply to our persecutors, even if it meant denying Jesus? I also share to express the reality that although most of these stories are from the past, there are still Christians in many countries being persecuted. At this point, I will share the title, a related scripture to ponder on, the location where the situation takes place, and the Christian or Christians involved. The title for today's story is Extreme Wings. Consider 1 Corinthians 15:42. It is the same way with the resurrection of the dead. Our earthly bodies are planted in the ground when we die, but they will be raised to live forever. The location of this story is in Russia, and the person is a hunchback. I spent many years in Soviet gulags, began the handwritten letter. The text was neat, yet evidence a small shake in the hand, a reminder of old age and years in prison. In the camp, I was forced to work under the ground in a mine. The labor was hard, and our guards were without sympathy or human decency. One day, in the mine, there was an accident. My back was injured, and since that day I have been a hunchback. One day, the letter continued, there was a boy who would not stop staring at me. Mister, he asked, what do you have on your back? Now, I was sure that some harsh joke at my expense was coming, but nevertheless, I said, a hunchback. His child smiled warmly. No, he said, God is love. He gives no one deformities. That is not a hunchback you have. It is a box below your shoulders, and hiding inside the box are angels' wings. One day that box will open, and you will fly to heaven with your angel wings. I began to cry for joy. Even now, the letter concluded, as I write to you, I am crying. Now, many persecutions bear the marks of their experience on their bodies. Sometimes God must remind them, even through the voice of an innocent child, of the hidden blessings beneath these scars. There is only one reminder of earth and heaven, Jesus. Even in his resurrected body of glory, still bears the scars of his own persecution. Jesus showed his scars to the disciples soon after his resurrection. Thomas touched the wound in his side and the scars in his hands. One day, his nail-scarred hands will embrace us, too, when we enter heaven. They will serve as a loving reminder of the blessings brought forth from his sufferings. However, the scars from our own difficult lives will be erased in our new heavenly bodies. Those who have endured sufferings, insults, and injustices for his sake will exchange their scars one by one for God's riches blessings. Thank you for listening, and may the remainder of your day be blessed.